Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only. For those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law. Through this channel I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a genuine investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each with an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses, so for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video we're going to be looking at MMTLP and the legal update we're going to be looking at is with regard to the case against Schwab and TDA, and this is where they have now admitted losing evidence in the claim for a minimum $290 per share in terms of audio evidence. So before we get started, we're also going to be looking at two strong buy stocks, and let's have a look at first of all what's happening in the markets. But the bull market here is 2 years old and where Wall Street thinks it could go next. So if we have a look at the S&P 500 here, we can see that the bull market was officially declared on June 2023 when the index rose 20% from the recent bear market low. So in terms of projection going forward, a bull market is very shy of the average run, which is at approximately 5.5 years, and the total return so far is about 60% in terms of the average of 180% gain, and that's from research from Carson Group Chief. So hopefully that does continue. And from Market Watch we can see again big week for earnings. Netflix results are due and Wall Street also wants to raise its prices. So let's have a look at earnings. So remember, market is closed on Monday, and we can see here the big ones that in the Discord that we will be looking at include ASML, we're looking at AA, TSMC, and obviously the big one is also Netflix. First strong buy stock I'm going to share with you, up close to 200% on the previous 12 months, is ticker symbol HIMS, also known as Him and Hers Health. So in terms of company profile, this is a business that operates as a telehealth platform, and it connects consumers to licensed healthcare professionals in the United States, UK and also internationally. So in terms of recent news, the stock did go down quite significantly, but it has now bounced back, and this was due to misguided information in terms of Eli Lilly and Co. So there was a perception that they were going to enter the weight loss market, and therefore HIMS went down approximately 43.4% from the previous highs. There was a recovery, there was a rally, but it's still trading potentially with more upside to come. So if we have a look at from an analyst point of view, August 2024, there was an analyst rating here giving a price target of $24. So even that gives it an upside potential of 28%. So let's have a look at the market cap. So we're looking at just in excess of $4 billion. Next earning date for your diary is November the 4th, 2024. And we can see up close to 194% at time of this information, but right now, close of play on Friday, it was up close to 200%. So let's have a look at the revenue. So we can see again significant growth in revenue, and the previous figure we got in terms of June 2024, an increase from 50%. So I do expect this trend to continue into the next earnings. If we have a look at the balance sheet and the growth in assets, we can also see the company's total assets increase from 265 million to 290 million, and total assets from 441 million to 480 million. So very strong financial position there. And finally, if we have a look at the chart for the previous 12 months, up 199%, closing at $18.69. So keep an eye on ticker symbol HIMS. The next company I'm going to go through is ticker symbol UCTT, also known as Ultra Clean Holdings Incorporated. This is a company that develops and supplies critical subsystems, components and parts with regard to ultra high purity cleaning and analytical services for the semiconductor industry, both in the United States and also internationally. So let's start now with the buy rating. We can see it's a very, very strong buy rating. No analysts are saying it's a hold, and no analysts are saying it's a sell, and the average price upside for this is $65. But if we have a look at the income statement, again, we can see here revenue, latest revenue was just in excess of $1.8 billion. It is down from the previous year on year, but it's also grown from the previous December 2023. So it's going in the right direction. And now if we have a look at expected for earnings that I'm going to be sharing with you a date shortly. The analyst states here that several factors could lead to the company surpassing earnings, and with regard to UCT, it's highly leveraged in the semiconductor upcycle and could exceed estimates if water fab equipment WFE recovers as expected, and number two, it's also well positioned in AI growth sectors. So to this end, the analyst is basically saying that ticker symbol UCTT shares outperform with a buy rating and price target of $70, so this is higher, indicating a potential 76% upside. So great news there. So this is the news for your diary. Ultra Clean announces third quarter 2024 earnings call, and the date here is Monday, October the 28th, 2024. So we will keep an eye out on that. Let's have a look at the charts for the previous 12 months. And we can see again, right now it's trading at $39.68. But in terms of the 52-week high, at one point it was also trading at $56.47. So good potential there for more upside. And finally, I'd like to share with you a new channel in the Discord called Top Rank Stocks DD. So we will share regular DD reports. I'm going to share with you here 3 that we've just recently added, and the first one is SN Shark Ninja. That's up approximately 159% over the previous 12 months. The other one is ANF. That's up approximately 148% in the previous 12 months, and THC, that's up 188% on the previous 12 months. So to get more copies of these reports with due diligence and research in PDF format, details are in the description below. Let's have a look at the legal update from MMTLP from Scott, and what he stated here with regard to the minimum $290 per share asked from Schwab is that Schwab have just blinked, and Schwab and TDA did not contest any of the factual allegations regarding spoliation of evidence. So remember, there are potentially audio recordings there from a person called Ron Fleming from TDA Schwab, who has admitted that it was trading 100 times its price. So if we look at the minimum price, $2.90, that would equate to a minimum price of $290. So it goes on to say here, Schwab destroyed Scott's emails, deleted an audio recording where a TDA broker said that TDA has asked for the trade halt to protect itself. And MMTLP was also trading 100x at the market value, meaning the lowest price on 8th of December 2022 was $290. So this is why Scott's case, I believe, is unique. He has now got an admission from Schwab that they have deleted this evidence. So if a party fails to properly address another party's assertion of facts as required by Rule 56 Section C, the court may consider the fact undisputed for the purpose of the motion. So again, example of precedent here from a case from Fletcher versus City of New London, used by Scott in his research. He also goes on to say we now have 2 cards put out on the table, and one of them at least is an ace. So great news here from Scott. And then the other update he's saying is Monday he's going to launch the writ of mandamus, oppose a FINRA motion to shut down Discovery, and then by Wednesday file the objections to FINRA's motion to dismiss. So all in all, I think this is the best legal case so far against the nefarious actors. And the response from Self-Evident here is, how does something like this get fixed? Scott wins, gets a court docket. Discovery, it's proven that FINRA conspired with TDA to initiate the U3 halt because there was an audio recording apparently showing that. MMT unfortunately is no longer tradable, so the minimum value $290 minimum. So overall it is a mess, but it's a mess created by them. Since he's stated, where did this man come from? Where has he been since day one? Sure feels like he's getting traction in the courts, and I think he is. It's not over yet, and it is still going to be regarded as a David versus Goliath case, this particular one, because remember, Scott is not an attorney and he's up against 11 attorneys combined from all the other parties. What Vic D has stated, which I think is a very interesting post here, and this is new, and he states here, just got off the phone from the former State House Majority Leader. He said that MMTLP will not be resolved unless DJT gets elected to office. The Department of Justice is being ordered not to enforce the SCOTUS ruling, and Scott uncovered the other day about the 10-day halt. So again, I suppose this is not officially confirmed, but it looks to be something that is there could be something in this. He goes on to say that the White House is ordering MMTLP case to be buried because of the scandal of the magnitude that was surely derailed the Kamala Harris campaign. They know if the stock trades, that GTS and other brokerages will have a huge cash liquidity problem, go bankrupt, and then they will have to pay us. So obviously it is a freak show there, as stated by Zahid. And if we have a look at a response from Busy Brands, he's stating here, I wonder why people like Harry, the SEC, Schwab have to hire 11 attorneys to go up against one man. And he states here he spoke to Scott and confirmed that this post is apparently true. So I hope the judges in the case in Scott will obviously bring the right decision, so it doesn't need to come to this political situation that we're looking at here, but obviously we will keep an eye on this. And finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.